So for today's movie review, I'll be reviewing the 1974 made-for-TV horror film Killdozer. And Killdozer, from what I could gather, was adapted from a 1944 novella, and later that same year as Killdozer came out. The story itself was adapted into a Marvel comic called Worlds Unknown, which was this 8-issue series that primarily was an anthology that focused on weird science fiction stories. Since then, the movie just kind of disappeared for a little bit until TV shows like Beavis and Butthead to The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, where they brought up the movie in a joking manner, and apparently because of these two shows, the film has gained a lot of interest since then and has gained a cult status. So the question is, does Killdozer deserve a cult status? As for the plot of the movie, it's about this bulldozer that gets taken over by this alien presence and proceeds to attack a construction crew on a remote island. In terms of what I liked about the movie, I like the overall location of the movie since it takes place on this small remote island where only a few people are on the island and there's like no civilization around for like miles. It kind of makes this situation with the Killdozer more interesting. And seeing the Killdozer itself watching the main characters from a distance is actually kind of funny. Because anytime you see like the characters doing something, the camera pans at the Killdozer just watching the characters. I don't know why, it's just so funny seeing the Killdozer just watching the main characters. And I also like the fact that the Killdozer itself appears to be really smart. Because there are several occasions where it either takes out the radio transmissions or puts out a fire that sends up a signal, and even sets up an ambush that attacks the main characters at some point. It kind of shows that the bulldozer, while under the influence, the alien presence has a personality. I also like the fact that the killer vehicle in this movie isn't a car or truck. And at the start and ending of the movie, there are points in time where there's a blue lighting effect that's funky, kinda. It doesn't really last long, but I figured it's a general highlight. I also like the fact that the construction crew themselves continuously wear their hard hats throughout the movie. In terms of what I disliked about the movie is really slow paced. Like, it takes 30 minutes for something exciting to happen. And also, the movie has a lot of shaky camera angles, and it just gets disorienting and annoying from time to time. The actors seem to be really bored when it came to being in this movie, because when you look at their performances, they're putting in no effort whatsoever. Also, the overall tone to this movie is just inappropriate, because the movie itself should be a B-movie. This here, the direction, the characters, and the way this movie plays out, they really try to treat this like a drama. It really shouldn't be like a drama. It should be a fucking B-movie. And even though the movie's 74 minutes long, it feels like a 3-hour movie. And it really shouldn't be like a 3-hour movie. Also, there's a lot of plot points that really add nothing to the overall plot. Two of them revolve around the main character, because the character himself has this backstory that has nothing to do with the plot, and also apparently he's an alcoholic. At some points in time you see all the other characters be like, hey, yo, boss, just drink a little, it'll be okay. And you just never see him, like, touch the alcohol. So it's like, I would think he would at least one point, just drink a little bit, but no, he just doesn't. It's like, what was the point of that information then? And also, some of the characters are dumbasses, because when they kills a couple characters, they get themselves into a situation where it's like, they easily could have gotten out of it by just doing this, but instead they do something else which kills the person. So, for my final verdict of Killdozer, going into this movie, I wasn't expecting this movie to cure cancer or be a masterpiece in the same vein as like Citizen Kane, because I was expecting this movie to be dumb and fun. But upon watching it, I was really disappointed, because on one hand, the movie's really dumb, but it's not really all that fun, because the movie tries to take itself way too seriously, and the movie really shouldn't be serious. It should be more over the top. I mean, come on, the movie's about a killer bulldozer. Have fun with the concept. So, overall, fun idea, poor execution. And before I give my final rating, what did everyone else have to say about Killdozer? So it looks like the movie got generally average to negative reception, and so for my final rating of Killdozer, I give it a 2 out of 5. So what's your favorite killer vehicle movie, and see you later.